And welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J, 1999, one of the members of the RSG crew, and joining me on this lunch stream, of course, is the cast of characters you've come to grow and love. And what is the lunch stream? Well, that's where we just kind of hang out with you guys during your lunch. Nothing to listen to. We talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Sometimes we talk about other things like, I don't know, chickens or roast taco, or yeah, you know, I mean, it's whatever we feel like doing. Whoever that was, you're turning to Mr. Roboto. Stop it. So let's introduce everybody. Everybody in chat, glad to have you here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. It is wonderful because it's Friday. It's time for the weekend. Yay! First, let's introduce Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the troll extraordinaire. Dr. Finn, how goes it, my friend?
I slept well, and I'm awake. And I was going to go to the gym this morning, but instead I had to do some stuff around the house. So I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow instead.
Okay. That's okay. I understand that. You've been putting in a lot of work this week, Dr. Finn.
Yeah, and I had to change up. And Grande's probably going to laugh at me because he might do this all the time anyways while he's like doing his house constructions and all that kind of stuff. But I had to change a sink stopper, because the rod with the ball and rod that moves it up and down, it like rusted and broke off. That thing is like the most freaking annoying piece of crap to put in, because you got to like line it up and then you have to figure out the right hole in the plate in the back in order to. I hate that thing. And then the person that did it before had like the connector that was really short, and it actually like hit the rod every time you moved it up and down, so it wouldn't work properly. So I like duct taped it to the back of the cabinet out of frustration.
We went to a new style. Sorry, I know I haven't been introduced yet. But for those of you who don't
look, everybody, it's Grande, the Grande Patron, the chicken toaster, the French tickler, the one and only. Go ahead, Grande.
All right, so we went to a new style. One of the major manufacturers has gone to a cable style versus that rod style, and so it actually uses a cable to run in between the two. And you can modify it on the fly. It's so much nicer. But you got to pay an extra $20 per. Most people don't want to pay an extra $20 per. And I was like, oh, no, I love this. We'll buy that. We'll pay it for $20. We'll do the super cool one.
I would change it too, but that would also require me changing out the pipe connector underneath the sink, right? Or does it work off that same entry hole?
No. It's a whole different.
Yeah,
it's a whole different setup.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to have to go through all of that. I just had to replace the ball and rod because that was the only thing that was simpler.
Well, I'm glad you replaced the ball and rod instead of replacing the old ball and chain. So we're glad you did that.
All right, let's introduce everybody else. All the way from across the pond, who needs to shave again, I can tell, because he's making the scratchy sound, is the one and only Mike Hunt.
Good afternoon.
Oh, we should get Mike's not home yet, so we should get a Sweary daughter sighting. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, we might do. Might not. Traffic is horrendous.
You know she's in there waiting for you to come home. Father, what did you buy me? I'm hungry. Go get milk.
Oh, all the time. What is it with teenage daughters and just their constant hollow legs that just need filling? It's like, what?
Well, you made her.
I got a 13-year-old.
I ate 5 pizzas.
Yeah, Mike, I got a 13-year-old and she's just getting to be that way. So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
I sat there and I looked and I was like, I don't think I've poured that large of a glass of milk ever in my life. and you just poured like a 42-ounce glass of milk.
And it's like, are you pouring it out the window? What the hell are you doing with
it? God. All right. Also joining us today is the apprentice of Dr. Finn. He will be scooping up your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and get them in, and that would be the one and only Saintly Red.
Hello there.
Hello. And then also joining us is the Mechanic Grim.
How's it going?
And last but not least, we have the one and only, the prey of my Ewok, Vince Ellie from Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, another member of the RSG crew. Vince Ellie, what's going on? We were kicking ass yesterday in Battlefront, I'd just like to say.
Oh yeah, Raffle Stomping Fools.
I had, 41 kills with Vader in one match? Just wrecking people.
You did a pretty nice group hug with everybody.
Yes, we did. It was pretty fun. We had some fun last night. We even lost a match. We didn't care because we were laughing so hard.
We went up against good teammates. They weren't doing any nonsense. So
no, they were really good, and it was a close match, but it came down to the end, and we just would get thrown, and we would just be laughing, and we weren't paying attention, and then we would fall off or something. It was the theme battle. It was fun. So, if you'd like to join us on those two, you're more than welcome. Well, what's this from Mr. Pennypunch?
Somebody's running really fast.
Today is my wife's 35th birthday. Could you give her an awesome shout out, RSG crew? Perhaps a happy birthday song. Thanks. Love you guys. I can do a shout out. I mean, well, Penny Pitch, do you want me to do it in a voice, or do you want us to sing happy birthday? Be a little bit more specific. I'll wait for your response in chat. But yeah, of course we'll do a shout out for your wife. Absolutely. She must be turning like 20 today, so that'd be good. I'd say that because you never want to tell a woman she's above the age of 30 what her age is. Oh, you did already. Never mind. I just looked at it like, oh, Mr. Penny Pinch, you should have just said wife's birthday. You failed already, my friend. Well,
we'll still convince that Mr. Penny Pinch is lying. So Mrs. Penny Pinch is only 20.
Yeah, she's only 20. Yeah, she's 25. He meant to say 25, Finn.
Yes, okay, it's a typo.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Yeah,
okay,
typo.
yes, okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, you tell me what you want specifically and we'll do it. We'll sing happy birthday or we'll... No, we can't sing happy birthday because we're always off. I'll do a shout out in a voice. You just tell me. There's a voice I can do. But yeah. Need her name as well, or I was going to say Mr. Penny Pinch's wife, and
Have we got any Max Rebo tracks
Mrs. Penny Pinch.
Yeah, Mrs. Penny Pinch. Then I had a first name. I'll just go with Mrs. Penny Pinch. So go ahead and get your questions in. We had the bounty event yesterday. We all got raffle stomped in the event. Grande, how far did you get? You probably had all your bounty hunters maxed out. What am I saying? You probably did the max event.
All my bounty hunters are not maxed out. I can tell you that on the last one, the one where you're going for Wampa Shard, I could get to Wampa, and then Wampa hit for like 80K. And I was like, and so I kept trying to rework it, here's what I needed. I needed Boba for the bombs to get everybody to go fast, but then I needed 2 stunners. So.
All right. Okay, so he said sing, and then the name is Nikki? N-I-I-K-I, is that right? Finn, correct. Check me. Nikki or Nikai?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's I don't know if it's a typo or not, but it sounds like Nikki either way.
Okay, so it's Nikki. It's Japanese. It's Nikai. Konnichiwa.
Anyway, how far did you get, Ranger? Did you get raffle stomped?
I got raffle stomped. I could have done maybe the second or third battle, but I was like, I don't need those shards, and I could use Paplo, so I just did the first one. You know, so.
Same rewards too. So.
Yeah, same rewards.
I mean, we had guys that had Max come out and even put a couple of extra Omegas and Zetas on them, and they were like, "Bro, I can't even win it with that." We had guys that swapped. I swapped mods around trying to make it work, trying to get more protection, and I still couldn't get it to work. So, I think it's meant for you to run with Bosk. The last.
Yeah, we all agree on that one.
Man, Mr. Penny Pinch. Mr. Penny Pinch on this birthday greeting is just all kinds of terrible. So he accidentally typed 35 instead of 25. Now, her name is Nikki, N-I-C-K-I. So he typoed the name.
All right, let me do this. Let me do this shout out. I'll sing. I'll do it for Kermit the Frog. Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here from Sesame Street News. And today we are going to be wishing a happy birthday to Nikki, who is turning apparently 25 today because her husband has brain damage. That's right. So today we will sing her happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nikki. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Yay! There you go. Whoop, whoop. I could have done Arnold. Happy birthday! Shut up! Eat your cake! Stop whining!
Actually, that sounds wrong. That was meant to be the. It's meant to be the candles. Just putting that one out there. But if it works, you're welcome, Mr. Penny Pinch.
Oh my god.
Word to the wise: if you do put a candle there, make it a long one.
But stop it,
Rutabaga.
Mike. You're on a timeout.
I'm gonna use McVenum's word now. Rutabaga.
Just stop. Okay. Let's get to some questions and then we'll do the Ross review and kind of take it from there. Also, if you guys make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe so you can get all the latest and greatest content. I mean, we got a lot of stuff coming out, so you have to be subscribed to really know when we're popping stuff. But Daniel Papayas, there's no birthday, no more complaining, no more. I want the cake. There's no cake. Yeah, go ahead and get your questions in. Make sure you're giving the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribing. If you'd like to donate, you can. If you'd like to have that cool little icon next to your name, you can just become a sponsor. You can do the sponsorship up top. All that jazz. Yes.
And something else, though, for everyone. Yesterday evening, we did a change to our podcast. So hopefully now, after we did that troubleshooting a couple of episodes ago for our Wednesday stream, I think we figured out what the issue was. You made a change last night, so hopefully now you will not have any issues with that unavailable stuff. We have a different setup for the podcast and everything, so let us know if you guys are still having that issue, but I do not think you guys are going to have it now. So, there you go.
In other words, they hired new gerbils.
Well, the problem was we only had gerbils. We now have 2 gerbils and 2 hamsters.
Ah.
And
there's a guinea pig waiting to be interviewed.
And porgs.
No, we're not putting porgs into slave labor.
Yes, we are. You may not, Finn, but I could do whatever I want. Slave force for the win.
Porg-powered cars. That's the next thing that's coming.
I know. And you can make and when you honk the horn, some little arm comes out and squeezes one by the throat and they start screaming. And you're like, oh, it's just like the movies.
Do we have any questions?
Bing wants to know what was the final decision on double sponsors.
I don't know.
Finn? Did we lose Finn?
I think you should do gold.
Sorry, I'm muted.
Rose gold.
Oh, well, yeah. What was the final decision on double sponsors? Yeah, we were changing that too.
I have to rework the spreadsheet, and then we'll start doing tiers for the VIPs. Since apparently the VIPs want tiers.
Yeah.
I was happy with just like a single tier, but apparently you guys want different tiers of VIP. So, I was
going to come up with like specific names, like Sir Big Moss would be Sir Spamalot. Ewok would be
the power creep is real.
Yeah, Ewok was Sir He Who Shall Be Buying Packs.
We're going to rework for the VIPs now.
In our VIP system.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. I don't think we're changing any of the rewards or anything. I think you just get a different tier.
There's a different title and stuff, you know. Different tiers, colors.
Yeah, you'll get a different color and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So if you get pink, you've won. All right. So let's get to a couple questions. Saintly, what are the folks out there asking?
Nathaniel Miller, question, can Cassian special copy Deathmark to another enemy? I had a random idea last night for a Sith Private Raid Phase 14 with Death Trooper, Cassian, and Rolo.
Can his what do what now?
Cassian. He's asking about Cassian. So
Cassian copy Deathmark.
Yes, he can.
I did not know that.
I don't know if it'll work, though, because...
But here's the thing. It only works on taunters. Because if Deathmark is up and there are no taunters, your guys are going to target that, including Cassian, all the time. But if somebody taunts while Deathmark is up, you can use Crippling Shot on the taunter to copy Deathmark onto the taunt, and you'll have two Deathmarks up.
Ooh.
Well, how does that work? So you have to hit the Deathmark once with his...
Yeah, because Crippling Shot just copies all the debuffs on other enemies.
Mm-hmm. It'll copy, expose, and death mark.
But yes, you'd only be able to do it if there was a taunt up then.
Yep.
It was like saying you have to shoot whoever has death mark. You have to hit them.
Yep.
It's a weird loophole there.
That only worked in like phase 2 or phase 4, right, of the Sith Triumvirate raid with Scion taunting.
If Scion doesn't have a death mark already.
Ah.
Red 5 question.
Course of events. Sorry, go ahead.
Red 5 question. I run a EP squad in arena being knocked around lately. Can IPD help me? If so, who to swap out?
On offense, yes. But
defense,
no.
No.
Yeah.
He's getting knocked around on defense.
Yeah, IPD won't help you because once IPD, the AI plays IPD to where as soon as his health bar goes down, he explodes.
And
the only thing that really will help you on defense, unfortunately, is two things. One, if you're using a Kenobi in that team, if you switch to Scion, that helps. And two, mods, unfortunately. It's just having better mods. Like you need better speed. There's also the RNG factor. Nothing you can do about that in terms of like the Palpatine stuns and all of that. But the only two things you can really do in order to prevent the fall on most servers, because there's always a counter to something and people know how to beat the other teams, is either replace Kenobi with Scion if you're using Kenobi, and then mods. Get better.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
1073 question from the talk with CG Carry. It sounds like there will be something new to buy with ally points. So should we start stockpiling them, or is that a long way off?
I'm stockpiling.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah. I mean, if you need what you're getting with ally points, then spend them. If you're not, then don't. The same thing is true with credit. If you're not getting what you need with ship credits, then don't spend them. I mean, be judicious with the mods you buy. Don't go in there every time and be like, oh, it's a tenacity set bonus with a tenacity primary, but it came in as blue and it has speed. Let me buy it for 3 million ship credits. No, don't do that. Right? I mean, be judicious with your buying for ship credits for mods.
Yeah, just buy good triangles and crosses.
I mean, buy good stuff. Yeah.
That's science.
Well, not to mention, you might want to start holding on to ship credits because there is the big ship rework coming, so they're more than likely will be new ships.
Possibly.
Clayton Benjamin, question: how would you mod foe?
Who?
Oh.
First order officer.
Death Panda.
Executioner.
Oh, first order auction. So Fox, not foe.
Yeah.
No, it's foe.
I have modded for crit damage and max hit points.
Yeah, crit damage and crit chance.
It doesn't need crit chance.
If you want to.
Now,
and if you can go quick, that's an
gain
extra.
Offense based on his health.
Yep.
So let's go look at Mr. First Order Executioner for a minute, because I think we can kind of dive down into this a little bit, right? And when you look at it, okay, on his basic, he's going to gain health up for 1 turn, and it's guaranteed to be a crit. Okay, we don't need crit then, right? And you're going to get advantage for 2 turns, which means you're going to crit again. So he doesn't need crit chance. Got it. Okay, next one. Death sentence. Deal physical damage to the target enemy and remove 50% turn meter and dispel all buffs on them. If this attack defeats an enemy, First Order Executioner gains 80% turn meter and resets this attack. And the cooldown of this attack is reset. Otherwise, it's 40% turn meter plus 20% health, stacking until he defeats an enemy. Great. Unique. First Order when First Order Executioner scores a critical hit, he gains 10% max health stacking until the end of his turn. At the end of each encounter, First Order allies gain 10% turn meter. First Order Executioner has bonus offense equal to 5% of his max.
Are you making a left or a right, Grande?
I'm not even driving right now.
It's a right.
Talking.
It's
I'm
me.
reading.
Somebody's turn signal was on.
You know who that is.
Mine.
Not me.
It's Mike. Are you left turn or right turn, Mike?
So let's look at his mods. So definitely for the circle, you'd like for it to be health over protection. You'd like to have health you'd like to have health secondaries on everything. You'd like to have offense or health as his cross, and then you could have health or offense as his triangle, and then you could have, and then of course you're going to want speed for his arrow. Secondaries, you want speed secondaries, health secondaries, and offense secondaries. He's going to crit already, no matter what. You could end up doing like a crit damage set, which would be awesome because you know he's already going to crit. You've already got a crit chance of well over 50-something%, just with him maxed out. So he's already going to crit a lot. You could still do crit chance, I guess, if you wanted to get his crit up higher. But advantage basically means the next hit is going to be a critical. That's what it means. So that and the First Order team already is going to be very crit heavy as it is because of all of the advantage being passed around. So that's my thought on mods for First Order Executioner.
All right. Let's do this roster review. All right. So today we're going to be doing Atomic Thramon's.
That's Teals.
Oh, this is Teals?
Yep.
Well. The worm has turned for you, my friend. You've made a poor choice. His collection score 69. What does he want us to look at today, Finn?
He's a whale. Look at whatever.
Oh, Christ. Well, then I'm just going to be retarded.
There you go.
You want me to start? I can start.
Yeah, let's
go for it.
Just start tearing them apart.
Ranked 27 yesterday.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, so first,
not really. I don't really care about PvP anymore either. So
characters to farm. He needs to farm Wicket to 7-star.
Are you looking at characters? Or are you just looking at his for PvP?
I was looking at just characters.
Oh, yeah, let's go to characters. Okay.
He needs to farm Wicket to 7-star to get more Zetas.
See here.
That would be the first one I would look at.
Yeah.
All the other characters he pretty much has.
I'm looking.
If I quit getting text messages, I could talk about it. Okay. Other than that, he's got a lot of characters stuck at Gear 8 or Gear 9 that I'd like to see him move up. Potentially for the Sith raid or potentially for the...
Captain Han Solo is only Gear 9.
There's a couple. Finish off Wampa, obviously, would be another great choice. Finish off Hermit Yoda would be another great choice. Those are characters to farm. Gear farms.
As his bounty hunters.
If you look at his bounty hunters, that's just bounty hunters.
IG-88 and Boba Fett are in good shape, but the rest are not.
Correct. It's pretty typical.
You could also work on Magma Trooper. His Magma Trooper is a little low too.
Magma.
Gear 8.
Magma.
7-star, but Gear 8. So if you wanted to, he's a good character to start bringing up.
Let's go look at ye old mods for a minute. Filter everything but the arrows.
I have to say this is better than Grande's roster, so you don't have to throw it out entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're better than Grande's roster. You saw how... I mean, look. You want to know why I became such a mod genius? Is because my speeds are terrible.
Yeah,
right?
we saw.
So I have to make up for it.
It was pretty disappointing, Grande.
Yeah, Teals has a plus 24 mod and a plus 20 mod on his BB-8. So yeah. Eat it, Grande.
Yes. Good job, Grande.
Yeah, Teals has 3 mods better than my best mod. But you guys already know this.
Yeah, we were there. We remember.
I love that he has a plus 16 4-dot cross. Just throwing that out there. See, you can get the speed on 4 dots.
You can. It is possible. Yes. These mods look pretty okay to me.
He has a plus 19 on Fox, which is interesting.
Probably wants him to be a bad mamma jamma.
Wow.
Possibly.
Plus 24 speed.
Yep.
Darth Boss says, give it to him hard.
Besides farming a couple characters and moving a couple characters up, I think we're good.
This isn't a roster you have to completely destroy. That's a good.
A lot of gear 11s. Let's see. Bounty hunters, maybe. Damn it! Trying to find something to yell at him about.
Well, Grande mentioned it, so you can work on Hermit Yoda. You can work on getting Wicket 7-star.
Yeah, but I can't find anything.
His zombie is gear 8, so he's already beyond that point. So you can finish gearing up his zombie as well. And his Scion, again, gear 8, 4-star. So you can work on getting Scion's gear up, because he's viable 4-star gear 11. So that could help you in things like territory wars. That might be another area that you can work on.
His special forces TIE fighter is only 5-star.
How say no. Well, we finally found something. Freud was right. I can't really find anything to get
Yeah, there's nothing to salvage this roster. I was
How
wrong.
are his
Throw out
Zetas?
your roster.
Zetas, I think will probably be fantastic.
I'll take a look at the Zetas. Sure, we can something.
His Wampa's only 6 stars, gear 9. Hermit Yoda's only 5 stars, gear 8.
Well,
does it have a Zeta?
No.
I will find that out in a second.
Damn it, Mike! You were just so loud when you get out of the car, man. It's like you're kung fu fighting.
Oh, mate, I'm celebrating. No, the traffic I've just been in, it was horrendous.
You know, but you're hanging out with us during traffic, so it's not like it was awful.
This is true, but now I've got the Sweary daughter gauntlet to run.
Oh, okay. Let's make a look. We need a Sweary daughter update status. Mike, what can you tell us? We have our man Mike on the scene. Mike, can you tell us what's happening in at your household?
I'm approaching the door to Sweary daughter.
Be careful, Mike. All right, this is just the news.
Like Darth Bane.
So I was like, I'm approaching the house now. I'm using darkness as my ally to sneak in. Oh wait,
that wasn't Sweary daughter. That was.
We were starting to worry.
That's Sweary wife?
So we were going to go down in the block.
YouTube wants to say hello to Sweary daughter.
Hi.
Wow,
hello, Sweary daughter.
Who are you, and what have you done with my Sweary daughter?
How the fuck are you meant to say
There it is.
There we go.
There we go.
So, death taxes and swearing from Sweary daughter. These are the 3 constants in the world.
Now we're demonetized, and now
to
we have to put
because you fucking ready.
Hey!
We're out on a lunchtime show. Yay, well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you refer to me as
Little
Sweary?
children.
Because
little
you are Sweary daughter.
Yeah, all of a sudden now, everybody who just got done playing the Aerial game and came over to Star Wars is all upset.
Do you realise you are actually famous? You get mentioned even when you don't make an appearance.
What can I say? My fans love me, Dad.
Yeah. But hey,
I wouldn't go that far.
Defense, they haven't seen you yet, so.
I look great right now. What do you mean? Wearing the nipple jumper. Leave me alone.
Mike, Mike, can you hear me?
If someone's Sweary daughter, what am I? Who am I?
Your dancing daughter.
Your dancing daughter. Yes, you won a trophy.
In what world, Zoe, would you ever think? You did street dance for how long? And I'm dancing.
Mike, tell her she's the dancing queen.
I decided to go learn how to do the fucking 7 Seas twist. Right before the dance.
Dancing daughter, I have in my phone as gobshite, which cracks people up when I get Siri to call her. I've moved away from madness.
Okay.
Although,
next question, please.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
No.
Don't be sorry. That was amusing.
Yes, it was.
The famous Sweary daughter.
In her natural habitat.
Yes.
You need like a whole National Geographic special, Mike.
I know.
Following around the Sweary daughter. Day one, I'm hiding in the closet. Sweary daughter yelled at me.
I'm watching her right now, observing her in her natural habitat. Most days she just lays around sleeping. But when she's active, she's on the hunt.
Do not poke the beast. That's a message for every young red-blooded male that is interested in her. Don't poke the beast.
All right, next question.
Mr. Pennypinch, question around the corner. Have you seen the new Venom movie?
Oh, we're here again. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
You can't escape, Mike. You can't escape.
Mike, get out of there.
I'm trying to.
Mike, get out of there. Save yourself.
Back to the traffic.
Quick, hide behind the wall of hanging chainsaws.
I brought it home.
Answering the question, yes, I have seen the new Venom trailer. It looks.
Oh my God!
It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool movie.
I'm looking the new trailer looks a lot better than the last.
No, Zoe gets to make herself a drink.
Well, this is going to be the Sweary daughter show. It's
like
for
the first one that they had. At first I thought it was like for something for Punisher. I was like, what the hell? Something isn't clicking. Then they showed Venom. I was like, oh, okay. I guess this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going off
looks
the.
like it's gonna be
Lethal,
cool.
It's going off the Lethal Protector comic, so that'll be pretty cool.
All right. Have we, Mike? I think next time we have to bring food so we can distract her as you try to make a run for your room of solitude.
Yes, she is somewhat akin to keyboard. Yeah. I think she's like in unfortunately I'm gonna have to go to Marvel and say that she is the Galacticus, is it? She's always hungry. She's always hungry.
All right, next let's get to I think we're done with the Ross review. Tails, you disappointed us, but not like Grande did. But now you did disappoint us. It's pretty nice roster. I don't really have anything to tell you, bud. I mean, you're on it like a blue bonnet, like I figured you would be. And you have better mods than Grande, so that you've won. So you got that to stick in your cap and tell Grande, like, anytime he ever tries to tell you something, Tails, you'd be like, well, I got me some better mods than you, Grande, Happy Patron.
By the way, I have to say, if Teals is watching right now, I love when Little Teals shows up on the Nerf Herder stream. If you watched yesterday, like Little Teals is just running around and just having a blast while Teals is trying to explain ships. It just cracks me up every time. He's like playing and making little noises, and all of a sudden you hear, I love you. I love Little Teals.
All right, next question, please.
Darth Teflon, question, which team should I do first? Night Sisters or First Order?
Oh.
First Order because they're easier.
And boy, this is a tough one.
Depends if you have BB-8 and Jedi Training Gray or not.
Yeah, you're gonna need them for those if you don't have them. But yeah, I think if you haven't farmed First Order, go ahead and get First Order. Especially if you need BB-8 for Jedi Training Ray, you're gonna need it. And the Jedi Training Ray and BB-8 are both great characters, so you get a great squad in First Order, and then you'll be able to unlock those other characters. The win.
Yeah, that and they're, people underestimate them in Territory Wars.
Oh, they're incredible.
But it's not at least for me, it's not just that, right? So
territory battles, they're disgusting.
Crazy good. Crew is just awesome.
Dark side territory battles, I mean, I just put that team on auto and it's a win. It doesn't matter what tier, you could be phase 6. I'm like, well, this will be an easy win. Auto win.
But I would say both those teams are really good, so you have to look at what else they can provide you, right? So if you don't have BB-8, then I would definitely say get First Order. And if you're worried just about gearing, right, then what I would say is
Night Sisters are way easier to gear than First Order. Christ in heaven, that's not even.
But not just that, Talzin can get you Zetas if you can get her to 7 stars.
That's true.
So
good point.
I'm looking more at the ancillary thing because I would put them on relatively the same level of awesomeness. That I would look at what else they can provide as a faction. So if you don't have BB-8, that would be a deciding factor for me and probably the highest deciding factor to go with First Order over Night Sisters. And then otherwise, I would say get your Talzin to 7-star and just work on fixes.
The other thing about First Order, not mentioned, is there a few of them have ships and your crew power and GP will go up through the roof. Because when if you're farming crew, you're getting a ship at the same time, and that ship's amazing. So that's another
5 crew members too.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Lot.
I mean, you'll see your GP go just be like, oh, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Like, what the hell?
I'm sorry, that's 6 crew members.
Isn't that cray? I think the only one that's not is Executioner
and Executioner.
Yeah, so the other ones do. That's a lot.
And Foe.
So, another thing to factor in. But, yeah. Alright, next question.
Tenebrous. Question, what should the turn order be for First Order team? Crew, First Order, Stormtrooper, First Order Officer, Fox, and First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot.
Always have First Order Officer as fast as he can be. No matter what.
Actually, Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot, if you can get him real fast, he gives the entire team speed up. So, if you have him go first, put speed up, then have Officer go next. And
I would speed up with your First Order Officer, always speed up your First Order Stormtrooper because he's pumping out all kinds of buffs and gets his thought up. He can do his, he gets an assist whenever he does anything. So you're good, yeah. But yeah, I can see Special Forces being the first one. The new First Order Officer.
I think I want to add on to that. I think you want Officer though, because if you have Officer buff Special Forces, it means like he'll give him advantage, right? And if he does his AOE, he'll get to go again.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, plus First Order Officer has 15 more base speed than Special Forces. So your Special Forces will never be faster than the opposing First Order Officer in like a mirror match, but you're also speeding up a slower character.
And remember, you've got crew, so you're going to get additional 30 speed for each character.
You don't want to
First
buff
Order
anybody.
Officer can be a beast.
If you don't want to buff anybody with Officer, you could also use his pinning shot, which will take away turn meter from someone on their team by also pumping out turn meter to your team as well.
Yeah, that's why he's so great.
Good point.
Yeah, Officer should always be first.
The synergy.
And then your First Order Stormtrooper should be slow, in my opinion. Should be this the slowest, but because you want his taunt to be up for a while, get all those counterattacks off.
It's true, but you got to remember.
And crew. I always have my crew. I have him fast because I don't want him as a slow tank because you want him to just stun. You want him just going as quick as he could as well.
Yeah.
Crew is pretty much Thrawn light. His stun is you can't resist it. You can't evade it. It's just boom, you're stunned and everything gets dispelled off you. And if they're running Old Ben, well, yeah, so much for Old Ben's Zeta because Crew completely negates it.
Traitor! All right, next question.
1L73. Do you think they'll nerf the Bounty Hunter event a bit more for the next time since even Warrior couldn't do the top tier events?
No.
They
shouldn't either. Listen,
the only thing you're missing out is on specific shards
that you're getting anyway from. You can get them in the store and other places. Now, some people may not be farming that, but that's okay. But I mean, some people may not be getting the IPD droid shards. But I mean, it's supposed
you're
to be
getting the crystals no matter what tier you're
right.
doing.
You're getting the same rewards as the
No
shards,
matter what tier you're doing. So they balance this actually pretty well.
Yeah, I don't want it to. I mean, even though I got raffle stomped, as most of us did, I like that it's that hard. It's like, okay, if you want to get this, then you need to invest in bounty hunters. But if you invest in bounty hunters, it used to if they were the old bounty hunters, we're like, well, that's kind of crappy. But now that they've changed them, it's a win-win. Not only do you get a really good team now, but then you can beat the harder tiers, and that's what it's designed to do. It's supposed to be a challenge, and I don't have a problem with that. I would have if the tunes had not been changed. Then you would have heard a Ranger rant. But the fact that this is brilliance of this. They went in and made bounty hunters amazing, and then they added an event so that you will want to invest in them because they are amazing. You get a double win for it. So I have no problem with it.
Yeah, and Vancelian, and I were talking about it the other night on the Battlefront stream, that it's quite possible that these were meant for when you have Bosk.
Yeah, you can tell.
You don't have a tank during that one, and they were wiping out the squishiest tunes first. So, once you get Bosk and that Taunter in there, it might make those a little easier.
Yep. Plus, Bosk's leadership is just
disgusting,
ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah. And he's got that group attack, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get
I may invest in Bosk. I'm seriously thinking about it. Ewok might pee his pants because I might be investing some shards and stuff on him, because the more I look at him, the more I'm like, God, he's sick.
6 weeks. So, I mean...
Yeah, that's the thing I debate is, do I wait 6 weeks or do I want him now?
And his gear and his speed, his base speed is ridiculous.
151 or something like that?
Yeah.
151.
For a tank, good God in heaven.
If you look at his gear, it is very, very light. He doesn't need, he needs your stun cuffs and carbantes and your syringes, but he doesn't need them combined with other gear pieces. It's just the one piece for a lot of his gear. It's really nice.
Yeah, Dengar is a harder gear.
Oh God, Greedo and Dengar are making my head hurt.
Yeah. Dengar needs every Carbonte in your wallet, and then more, and then Greedo needs all the stun cuffs in the world.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, because we were just talking about...
Come on, we're having a good day, Finn. Damn it.
No, because we never discussed this, actually. So they're coming up with the new ships table, right? And it's going to have a whole different source of energy. Yep. Chances are they're not going to increase how many crystals we're getting from Arena and Fleet Arena.
Probably not.
They've never said anything about doing that, right? So now...
Well, for the daily logins, they've already...
crystals if you're going to try and refresh the ships table. So I'm just wondering, what you guys are, if you're doing anything in order to plan for it. Because I'm still saving up crystals, so I can maybe do some refreshes for that early on. But I don't know if my economy, if it's going to be 50 crystals, right, for the refreshes, and it'll be along the lines of regular energy. I mean, if you're in the top 5 of both, you can manage doing that consistently. If you're not in the top 5 of both, you're now going to have to decide ships table versus arena versus, ships table versus regular energy versus cantina energy. There's a lot of different places you can do refreshes. I mean, our new player guide is going to change entirely with that new table.
Shouldn't really matter, though.
Are you listening? Hold on. Ewok, and you are on crack. He says, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, then go back to the old streams where I bought tons of packs and chromium packs and stuff, and then you can believe it. You were there, fool.
Remember
the horrible drops I got, you son of a... Just bringing back horrible memories for me. Oh, look, I got roll guard shards and chromiums.
Congratulations, 17 more Lobot shards.
I'm glad I spent these couple $100 just to...
But on what you were saying, Finn, I understand how some people could do that, but I mean, it's...
Well, let's see what they do, because if I agree with you, Finn, I think they will have to increase that, right? But let's see if they...
No, I don't think they have to.
No, they don't.
I kind of think they do. If you're going to add an extra source of energy, right?
Yeah, but they don't have to increase the number.
They don't have to, but it makes sense. I'm not saying exponentially increase it, right? But
well, like I said, if you are able to get top 5 in Arena and Fleet, you get enough crystals to do. Let's assume for a second. So this is an assumption that the ship's energy is going to be parallel to the regular energy.
But only top 20 in ships can get any kind of crystal reward, right?
I know. But what I'm saying is the total number of crystals you get per day, right? If you are able to get top 5 in arena and you're able to get top 5 in fleet arena, your combined crystals are enough for you to do 3 energy refreshes, 3 cantina refreshes, and potentially, assuming it's the same cost as regular energy, 3 ship energy refreshes. And it's not that you have to. I don't know if that's what you were going to say, Vancelli, because if it is, I agree with you.
No, I was gonna say they don't have to add more crystals because it's like essentially they're gonna add what? I'm assuming it's gonna be another spot for them to put character shards. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. And then we're probably gonna get the new materials we need to upgrade the reinforcement abilities. Mm-hmm. So that's nothing. We don't need extra crystals for that because it would be almost the same thing as them. And instead of using a fleet PvP system, what if they just added a tier 10 to dark side and light side battles and a hard mode on top of that?
Well,
it'd be the exact same thing. The only difference is we're getting different energy, which is preferably better.
Yes, but we don't know what they're putting exactly in the table yet. So we're still all like speculating. It's possible that they're going to add gear there as well, right? So now instead of needing to do 100 crystal refresh on your regular energy to farm more gear, you might be able to do the 50 crystal of ship energy or something like that. And they may also put ship shards, like with new ships, not just reinforcement ability stuff, but also more ships they could put on the table. And it's not like you,
Red 5.
I mean, it's not like you have to do all the refreshes, but in general, right, we always try to tell people to do the first tier of refreshes for all the energies because you get a really good return on your investment in doing so, right? So we try to tell everyone, try and do your 3 energy and 3 cantina refreshes at 100 crystal and cantina and 50 energy if you can, because those give you good returns for whatever you're doing. And chances are the ship's energy is going to be the same. And it's going to be hard to give that recommendation, right? 450 requires you to be at the top of just one of the arenas. If we're moving up to 600 crystals, now you have to be at the top of both. And we don't know what's going to be happening with ships coming up here. So
I doubt we'll have a huge table, though, right off the start. We'll probably have, like, what, maybe, I'm going to say 4 tiers in PvE.
How much?
Ships, and maybe, like, 3 or 4 hard modes.
What were the battles like when we started the game?
For ships?
Well, the what affinity?
I mean, like they have been adding more sources of crystals. I mean, look, the galactic bounties, and if they do a ship's galactic war, that'll be another source of crystals as well when you complete it.
Maybe, but I'm trying to think. When we started the game, right? Didn't the light side and dark side tables have 7? Didn't all of them have 7 tiers when we started?
Well, yeah, but that's just because there was. I mean, when we started the game, there was more characters than there are ships. I'm trying to get. There's not a whole lot of ships here, and ships is still, even though it's been out for over a year, it's still a relatively new thing to the game because they haven't really explored it. So I can't see them doing 7 tiers of ships.
But the ships table is really just defining what you're using for those, right? Because dark side territory, the dark side tables, you use just dark side, but you're getting ships, you're getting characters, you're getting light side characters. Actually, you have a lot of the good light side characters on the dark side tables. And I mean, so I don't think the rewards are necessarily indicated by the ship. So if they create a ships table, you would need the ships in order to do it. You're not starting until level 60, so that is the one one aspect that's reducing it. So you may only have, like you're saying, 2 or 3 levels, like one that unlocks at level 60 once you get ships, and then another one at like 60. I can't remember the exact numbers they use, like 68 and then 76 or something like that. They use some kind of weird number in between, but and then one at like level 85. So I could see 4 tiers being the start of the ships. And I don't know if they've said anything in a lot of the videos. I still have yet to watch every single ships video that came out from the Game Changers. So I don't know if they mentioned that directly, but
no, they just said that it's going to be a PvE similar to light side, dark side.
Okay, so yeah,
they
so
haven't specified if it's going to be separating light side, dark side ships.
All right.
I mean, I doubt it. They have yet to separate. There's not enough ships to separate it, I think, at this point. To the point you were making about ships. There's not enough to separate a light side ship and a dark side ship right now. We can't even finish our own achievements. my achievement is still sitting there. I have every ship 7-starred and level 85,
I'm
and I
the
can't even
same.
finish my 2 achievements.
I understand. All right, next question.
Paul Morgan, question: are the bounty hunters going to need to go to Gear 12 in order to do sufficient damage?
Yes.
Yes.
In what?
Contracts.
General.
Well, they do decent. The hard ones like Wampa and
we're talking
IPD.
Heroic Sith Raid and stuff. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I think they would be fine at Gear 11 for like territory battles.
Well, yeah, territory battles. Yeah, Gear 11's fine, but I mean, if you can go, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball. If you can go to Gear 11, you might as well take them to Gear 12.
Well, of course, we also have to see how Bosk works. Because right now the bounty hunters don't do enough damage. Like in the contracts, Boba Fett Gear 11 was doing like 3k damage to the freaking Ewoks on his basic. It was like, ugh.
All right, next question.
Alec, question: let's vote for the short name of First Order Executioner, Foe versus Fox.
Fox.
Like Foe.
Panda.
Fox.
Panda.
I don't know. I liked Foe more.
I like
to be
Fox
honest.
better.
Yeah, Foss, Foo, and Foe.
E5 Foe Fum.
I think Foe has the numbers here, so.
No, it doesn't. We have 2 foxes and 2 foes and a panda.
No, I think we have 3 foes.
Who said
Foes?
Vancelli, Grimm, and myself said Foe.
You can call it foe. I'm still going to call it fox.
I think I even
Too
heard
late. The consensus is done.
You seem like this is a democracy.
One of us.
No.
She does say an F word, but it's neither of those.
Let's bring in Sweary daughter. Okay.
Nathaniel Morgan, question: when is Carrie's roster review?
I don't know. We have to figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Grande's still here. We have to figure that out.
Yeah, you have to make a note of
It's
that.
actually a mod review, not a roster review.
No, it was a full roster review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll get a full roster review by Grande. I don't know if he's worked to schedule it yet. So Carrie, if you're listening right now, get with us and we'll schedule your roster review.
That'll be awesome.
She's gonna have like Gear 13 everything.
Here, Grande mod this, and she has.
My god!
7 dot
I would laugh so hard. It's like Grande mod this, and she has that elusive arrow with a plus 30 speed secondary that everybody chases.
All right.
Red Fox seems to have coined the panda name. He gave the name to Mobile Gamer.
I don't even remember where I heard panda.
I don't even know how people see how he looks like a panda. He doesn't. It's just...
He's just black and white.
Yeah, he looks like a panda.
It's a black
looks
and
like a
white
normal
thing.
stormtrooper with a stripe.
He's got black and white with the.
Well, you know what? Then he looks like a zebra to me.
Oh, well, you go zebra.
I don't know. The armor looks kind of like a sports car. He's got the racing stripe and
He
everything.
could be Speed Racer. We don't know. We could call him. We could call him the Mach 5. You know, you can go all kinds of ways.
Let's call him the ump. He looks like an umpire.
Looks like an umpire.
Okay, there we go. It's decided. He's the ump.
No.
Okay, next.
Do we call him ump or blue?
Ump.
But he's holding a great big bamboo stick.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about now?
We're talking about Panda.
Talking about foe.
First Order Executioner. Fox.
I thought he was the pool boy because he's holding one of them pool.
All right, we're moving on to the next question. Thank you.
Stephen Burgett, question: which is a better Zeta for Heroic AAT and Sith Raid, Crew Unique or First Order Stormtrooper?
Both.
Oh, yeah, they're both equally important.
You need them both. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're both vital.
Well, I would do First Order Stormtrooper first.
Yeah.
Really?
But yes, because the
leader.
Crew Unique.
Crew's Unique just gives him a taunt at the start of the.
Yeah, but that makes him
encounter.
viable in other squads too, right?
That's true.
It's
Well,
more
here's
of
the
a
thing,
TW thing though too, right? Isn't it? I mean, that's more TW. and arena.
Yeah, if you're just focusing on heroic Sith raid, then First Order Stormtrooper, because that retribution and counters and assists, and oh, good God, it's disgusting. Just constantly, they're just going multiple times. It's like, oh my God.
Fost for the Zeta, yeah, before the unique.
Now, if it's just overall, then I would say you want to do crew. But if you don't care about overall, then go for First Order Stormtrooper. You're just doing for the race.
And definitely do them because their ships are good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really surprised how much better the ships got when I zated my First Order team. Just going to throw that out there. The ships got, both the TIE Silencer and Kylo Ren shuttle got way better when I put all those Zetas on the characters. I put the Zetas on the characters because the characters are good. But then I'm sitting there looking at the freaking ships, and I'm like, daggone, this ship got good all of a sudden. What the heck did I do? Oh, well, I got, 2 or 3 characters to gear 11, and I put 2 Zetas on them.
Hey, Grande.
That's what. Yeah.
People want to know when you're going to do the roster review for Carrie.
You want me to do a Carrie roster review?
No, you owe her one. You messed up her name. Or she messed up her... Yeah, she mispronounced her name.
Oh, man, I need to do it. I love you guys, but I don't know if they really want me to. Every time I talk to them, they tell me how bad their mod game is, and they're like, Grande, if you even saw my roster in the mods, you get mad. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah. And then I saw one of them, and I was like, all right, I'm mad, and I haven't even started reviewing yet. Yeah, how the heck are your mods this bad? Anyway.
All right, next question.
Chrome Cobra, question on a scale of 1 to 10. How awesome is Ranger on a Tuesday night?
I think this is a trick question because I'm awesome every night.
How awesome is Ranger on a Tuesday night? Or how often is he off on a Tuesday night? How
awesome is he not off?
On a Tuesday night? Is there something we did Tuesday night that I guess we did Battlefront 2?
You may have skipped, and you may actually have skipped Tuesday, right? Because the server was down, right?
That was Wednesday.
Ranger sucks every day. Next question.
Nathaniel Miller.
Ranger's awesome every day. Next question.
Chrome, explain your question a little bit more. Give a little clarity to that, please, if you wouldn't mind.
I tell you what, Chrome, let me tell you, Ranger always goes to Taco Tuesday on Taco Tuesday night.
Damn right.
So,
speaking of tacos, Nathaniel Miller, we'll call First Order Executioner Taco.
No, we won't. We already have a taco in this game. Come on now. He's the blue boy.
All right, next question.
Zebra.
We don't have any more questions.
Oh my God, we got caught up on the questions.
Oh, all right, well then.
Well, Freud was right.
Who's ready?
I've got a question.
Oh, Mike's got a question. Okay.
Is anyone else noticing that TIE Fighter pilot, if you can get debuffs on him, he's suddenly becoming quite easy to hit?
Pilot or the TIE Fighter?
The ship or the character?
He's talking about the
ship.
Imperial one.
I'm talking about the ship.
The Imperial one.
Yeah,
I've noticed it feels like he's not dodging as much as he used to.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't know if they're playing around with that or what, but it seems like since the update, he still dodges. It's not like 6 times in a row anymore like it was before. I've noticed it's more like he dodges like every 3rd time now instead of like.
And if he's stunned,
he dodges like three out of 4 times instead of 5 out of 6 times. Yeah.
And if you stun him, he's just kind of like, I was going to say dead in the water, but he's in space.
I think if you stun him, he works now like how the characters work, which means stuns means you can't dodge while you stun.
Nope.
Which is the
I've noticed I hit him a lot more on assist attacks. Like if I have a double attack, the first attack will miss, but the assist tends to land more often. I don't know why.
Well, I think this is the reason why you're seeing the TIE Silencer do so much better, right? Because if you can stun that guy, then you can hit him.
I do like that silencer.
There, Mike.
Thank you.
I like
So
it.
that's me. That's me done for the year now. You know that, don't you?
You're done for the year. That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
How many questions you got? Who's ready? How's everybody doing on their territory battles? Everybody doing okay on territory battles?
Yep.
I've missed half of my combat missions.
You missed half your combat missions?
Yeah, well, I haven't. My guild is so fast, I don't get to do ships anymore.
Oh yeah, I missed ships yesterday. My guild 3 started. My guild 3 started ships before I even was able to get in, just with combats, no deploys.
I missed all my ships and all of my first day and second day combat missions, with the exception of the special missions, just because those ones are so easy now. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sitting at the bottom, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just means you got more to deploy at the end.
True.
And that, it's a team event, isn't it? So if they shut,
it's a team event. It's a team event. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm actually okay with it. I mean, we can have a little bit of socialist and communist type game tables, and TW is it. And so everybody's allowed to be a little socialist and a little communist.
Ranger's biting his tongue.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure Ranger's biting his tongue on this one.
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
And on that note, let's end the stream.
Yes, Finn, why don't you send us on home, Finn?
All right, bye, everyone.
That's awful. Do it again.
Come on, you got to do better than that, man.
All right. So thank you all for joining us for this lunch hour. As you guys know, we try to do this every weekday, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern time during your lunch hour. We do have a new version of the podcast, so we're going to try and get this up onto the podcast as soon as we can. So just be on the lookout for that, and there shouldn't be any delay, hopefully, with the availability with that. Our regular stream is on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's where we go over all the news and notes over the last week in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we share with you the news and our opinions on those kind of things in order to help you prepare for this game as we are doing it ourselves. Then on Saturday mornings, so tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have Jedi Academy. It is a pure question and answer stream with a bunch of guests that include some game changers like Ramon Azab and Warrior, as well as Mr. Mike Hunt, who is here, Mr. Sir Loki, there's T-Money, and a few surprise guests every now and then. So make sure you guys come, bear your questions, post them in the chat, and have them answered. This usually about a 2-hour stream, so make sure you get there early, otherwise your question may not be in on time. Then on Saturday nights, we have a different channel, the RSG Mature channel, and that is where Ranger and a bunch of friends come and just basically get tore up and have just all kinds of fun with regards to the game, related around the game, and maybe not even associated with the game at all. So make sure you guys come just for a good time. Again, it is a mature stream, so it is intended more for an adult audience. Then we are working on some things for the upcoming weeks. I can tell you, because I know this is a subject that is asked a lot. I gave Crazy an update yesterday with regards to my bet payoff. I think at the moment she is currently amused by where everything is. So hopefully soon that's going to be ready. I'm hoping for it. I'm working on it actually this weekend. And then hopefully sometime in next week, I'll be able to get it before I'm gone for a little vacation. So, yeah, and then hop on our RSG Discord if you guys had questions that weren't answered yet. RSG Discord link is in the description of this YouTube video. And just ask any question that you can. We have a few channels there, including some channels designed specifically for movie spoiler chat. So if you guys have seen a movie, in particular, Infinity War is the one that's currently up. There is a chat for you to discuss it with other people that want to discuss it in a chat that is listed as not safe for work, but it is safe for work, but it is all going to be spoilers that people are talking about. So don't enter that channel if you don't want spoilers. Same thing with the Han Solo movie. So check out our Discord. We have a lot of different places where you guys can talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as well as other games such as Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. And make sure that you subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up if you like the lunch stream, and click on the little bell so you get a notification whenever we have a new video going up or if we start a new live stream, such as Ranger doing Battlefront probably later today.
All right. So on behalf of myself and the rest of the RSG crew, thanks everybody for stopping by. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe and all that good stuff. Making sure you check out Mike's channel, which is Mike Hunt at Star Wars Galaxy Heroes OH.
Yep. SWGOH.
OH. But everyone have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you when we see you. We'll do some Battlefront 2 streams tonight. So yeah, everybody be safe, and we will holler at you later. Peace.